We earn money, save money, and buy things. Living beyond the economic cycle is impossible. What trends are dictated by world markets and how does it affect consumers? Watch it in People and Economy.
The global sales of tinned food for the last year grew by 65%, American researchers said. Only in Russia, the consumption of this type of food products has doubled. Experts explain it by unstable economic situation in the world, which urges many people on buying consumer goods for future use. The sales of preserved food also depend on seasonality. When it gets cold, sales double. And whereas about 70% of Kazakhstani people prepare canned food themselves, the rest prefer not to lose their time and buy finished products. Time is money. In the modern world, spending a lot of time on preparing home preserves is irrelevant. It is because buying factory-made canned food is cheaper. But when you go to the market and buy cans, covers and vegetables, you have to pay more. Even small plants benefit from the growing number of able-bodied citizens. For example, private entrepreneur Barilia Shikova now employs 10 people who manufacture about 100 cans of pickled fruit and vegetables. At the same time, she regularly updates the range of products. Along with traditional food products, in her shop it is also possible to find strawberry curd, compote from apples, lemons and mint, as well as onion marmalade. Our people are very sophisticated and require original dishes. In order to create them, we first ask our grandparents and relatives to share some unusual recipes. After that, we try to prepare them ourselves. And as soon as they have been approved, we start mass production. In most cases, people preserve domestically grown vegetables and fruit. It is much cheaper than imported food products. Moreover, the quality of local cucumbers was highly evaluated by foreign producers of canned food. We significantly reduced the concentration of mineral fertilizers, and it is natural that the quality of our products by no means is worse than of those produced in other countries. All that raises interest towards our products on the part of foreign states. The high demand for domestic products on the part of foreign producers encourages local farmers to grow more fruit and vegetables. Some of them even took a step further and started processing their own products. In general, this branch is now given much more importance. Moreover, it is expected that domestically produced pickles, canned jams and juices will easily compete imported ones. And it should be noted that producers are going to stake on high quality of their products in order to earn confidence of local consumers.
соответствовать самым высоким качествам, которые только возможны на постсоветском пространстве.
To answer the highest possible standards in post-Soviet space, many producers purchase European production lines. The fact is that our businessmen orient on high quality and try to make their products competitive. It will allow them to sell these products abroad.
Чтобы быть вывезенным даже в соседнюю Россию.
Kazakhstani food products are being actively exported to neighboring countries. Upon that, producers intend to expand their sales geography. The government helps them to do it. Thus, multi-million subsidies are given for boosting production capacities and purchasing of new equipment. As a result, the growing number of diversified facilities can be observed in different parts of the country. There are many multi-industrial holdings and companies. Some of them, for example, specialize in grain production, grain exports, as well as exports of flour, macaroni and other grain products. Such holdings are very competitive. For the last 2 years, Kazakhstan reduced imports of processed products by 5% and increased imports by more than 70%. Supplying foreign markets with flour is of special importance for Kazakhstan's economy. Currently, the country is considered one of the world's top producers and exporters of flour.
Экспорт муки более выгоден, чем экспорт пшеницы.
Exporting flour is more profitable than exporting grain because flour has an added value. Moreover, domestic processing creates additional workplaces and furthers economic growth.
Создает дополнительные рабочие места и способствует общему экономическому росту.
Confectionaries occupy a separate niche in the sphere of exports. The annual income from exports of Kazakhstani sweets reaches $800 million. Upon that, local producers are going to increase this figure by 50%. Confectionery products marked Made in Kazakhstan have become very popular among 100 million people from neighboring states. Foreign consumers highly value Kazakhstani sweets due to their taste qualities. These products are targeted to general public. The price policy is also as loyal as possible towards the population at large. Most of Kazakhstani products are exported to CIS countries. Nevertheless, local producers have all the chances to conquer new markets in the nearest future, the analysts say. According to the experts, joining the World Trade Organization will help Kazakhstan to expand its exports geography and sell its products to the markets of more than 150 countries. In addition, a wide range of new imported products at reduced prices are expected to appear in local shops. Domestically produced food products are also likely to become cheaper. Competition between WTO food manufacturers will allow to improve the quality of Kazakhstani products and increase their output. As a result, new workplaces will be created, the population incomes will rise, along with the budget revenues. The European Economic Region is considered one of the world's best producers of fruit and vegetables. According to analysts, this market annually demonstrates a 20% increase. Bulgaria, Hungary, Poland, France and Germany account for 35% of the world's export. It is also known that preserved foods of a world-famous French company are sold in 80 countries. Annually, Europe exports more than 2 billion units of fruit and vegetable preserves. These deliveries bring profits to the manufacturers amounting to about 5 billion euros.
Вырученная сумма от конечной продукции адекватно распределяется всем.
The amount received from selling of finished products is equally distributed between all the union members. At a first glance, it is fair because competitive conditions are preserved. There are different types of integrated unions in the form of cooperatives, corporations, holdings, and so on.
В виде корпораций, холдингов и так далее.
Along with growing of fruit and vegetables, such integration allows European farmers to produce from them juices, jams and salads. Almost all the domestic farms have a small plant. Owing to such facilities, the European market of fruit and vegetables distinguishes itself with a great variety of products. Only in Germany, consumers can choose between 2,000 types of tinned food, juices, frozen vegetables and fruit plates. Special attention is paid to the natural taste of such products.
Единственное, что объединяет всю Европу, это натуральность.
Naturalness is characteristic of all the European countries. Its residents are very careful about their health. Now the consumption of artificial food in Europe is not typical. All the European dishes consist of natural products.
Питание и так далее. Абсолютно натуральные ингредиенты в любом блюде, в любом продукте.
The preservation of fruit and vegetables in Europe is becoming more relevant. Indeed, their consumption annually increases by 15 to 20% and even now reaches 20 kilograms per person per year. The experts explain it by the aging of the society and increasing number of working women. Indeed, presently, menus of almost 70% of Europeans include fast-cooking products such as cooked and cooled vegetables, macaroni, canned salads and juices.
In Europe, most popular is, like I said, gherkins, salads, green pea, mayo, ketchup, mustard, tomato paste. It's very popular because people don't have a time for prepare that, so it's easier to buy in the shops. So our product is popular because of that.
Vegetables are fundamental components of the Asian cuisine. People in China, India, Japan and Korea consume more than 100 million tons of fruit and vegetable products. Constant population growth and increasing number of vegetarians boost sales of vegetable products by 15% per year. Notably, preserved vegetables and fruits are especially in demand. People in China like them most of all. The Chinese never preserve fruit and vegetables at home. There are several reasons for that. Firstly, they got used to buying canned food and do not know how to prepare it. Secondly, they work a lot and have no time to do such things. They cook meals very rarely. Currently, 25% of exported fruit and vegetables originate from Asia. Moreover, this figure is to double within the nearest 5 years, the Food and Agricultural Organization forecasts. Only in China, more than 300 processing plants are now functioning which export preserves to 150 countries. It brings the country's budget $7 billion in profit. Chinese food products have become popular thanks to their originality. For example, in Europe there is a considerable demand for pickled mushrooms, asparagus and bamboo. Preserved fruit and vegetables are staple meals for 90% of Americans. Statistically, almost each resident of the US consumes 5 cans of preserves per week and spends on them about $2,000 per year. Even a special program based on buying food products at reduced prices has been launched in the country. The number of its participants nears 15 million people. When buying preserves, they are offered discounts and benefits. It should be also noted that preserved food makes up 25% of Americans' menus. The US exports 30% of its fruit and vegetables. Canada and Japan are the principal consumers of these products. Almost a half of all consumable goods sold in these countries are preserves and processed frozen vegetables imported from the USA. According to experts' calculations, the average world consumption of various preserved foods reaches almost 50 kilograms per person. People spend more than $30 billion on pickled vegetables, and this number annually increases by 50 or 20%. The experts explain it by the expansion of the preserved products range and new consumption culture. For instance, in European countries, special restaurants are being opened which offer menus consisting only of preserved food. In the US, some bars offer canned salads as snacks, and in Japan, many catering outlets are equipped with terminals which sell preserved food products. Almost 40% of preserves all over the world consist of grain legumes. Pickled vegetables account for 35%. They are followed by salads and mushrooms with 25%. Statistically, people all over the globe spend approximately 40% of their salaries on food products. In order to save some money, the experts recommend us to pay attention to domestically produced foodstuffs. It can help us to save up to 20% of our budget. Promotion campaigns and discounts are also a good way to save money. However, we should be very careful about those food products which are sold at a discount more than 50%. It is no secret that many shops organize total sales when the shelf life of their food products is about to expire. Preserving food at home is the best way to save money, assure the experts. Indeed, the price of fresh products is several times lower than that of ready-to-eat food. A 1-liter can of pickled cucumbers costs about $5. This amount of money is enough to buy about 6 kilograms of vegetables and preserve 7 to 8 cans for winter. Export is an integral part of any country's economy. However, there are states which do not export their products. One of them is the sea-locked state of Tokelau, with a population of several thousand people who grow fruits and catch fish exclusively for themselves. In the meantime, 40% of the country's budget is formed by the sales of the national domain used for advertising.